Hey yo, this is Black Nerd Planet.
What up?
Episode 70.
It's your boy M over here on them.
I don't know if 70 is like an anniversary number. I was thinking about it, like what's like 50's a number people think of, and like 100 or maybe 75, but 70 is just kind of, it's kind of like 29. Like who cares?
Yeah, sure, it ain't really talking about nothing special, nothing like a 70th spectacular or something.
Well, that's a lot of episodes though.
Oh,
70.
Sure.
It's a lot of hours talked.
Yep, definitely.
But I'm feeling swell. I think I'm getting over this cold. How you been doing, man? Life been treating you.
Man, I can't ever find nothing I'm looking for. I can't never find nothing. Anytime I need anything. And I'll be like, oh, yeah, that's right there. And I go there, and it's gone. It's a dust square of the thing that used to be there every
habitual
time.
loser of things.
Yeah, I'm responsible, man. This stuff get touched, man. I don't know. That's crazy.
That's something funny. Like, when you're a kid, you supposed to kind of not. They always tell you you're not supposed to gloat about yourself. Yeah. And then when you get older, they be like, you gotta gloat. You gotta show what you good at. Yeah. And you say like you're responsible. Like that's something like all throughout life though. You supposed to be
exactly.
like.
Exactly. That's the whole point. That's why you shouldn't have to say it. It's just like I keep up with my stuff, but I guess not. I don't know. I'm just annoyed.
Besides losing things, you've been alright.
Yeah, man. Just,
living your life.
Yep.
I can dig it,
man. I'm just like, man, I'm through with it at this point, man.
Just tired of losing things. Just don't lose your soul, Marlon. That's all. You like Bart, it's already gone. Man. Who did Bart sell his soul to?
On The Simpsons?
Yeah.
Oh, no, because I'm like a spotty Simpsons watcher.
Did he sell it to, what's his friend name?
Millhouse?
Millhouse. I think he sold it to Millhouse or Ralph or something. Because what did he try to get, like a game or a skateboard? I can't remember. That was just one of the episodes I remember as a kid. Yeah. Way back.
I feel that. I can't really relate because I don't really watch The Simpsons even now that much. I like the Treehouse of Horror episodes. Mm-hmm. And I mean, I'll watch it if it's on TV. It's usually pretty funny, but I'm not like, I
gotta watch it.
Yeah, I don't know all the episodes and stuff.
Yeah, I've never been like a big Simpsons fan. When I didn't have cable, when I was like a teenager, it was like I would watch it a lot like that and Friends
that makes
and stuff.
Sense, bro. Yeah, for sure.
That was the thing. But yeah, besides that, I really, it's been... And it's one of those shows where everybody's like, it's not the same as it used to be, which, I mean, it's been on for like 30 years, so of course it's not going to be the same. Mm-hmm. But, I mean, I've never had a problem with it like a lot of people do.
Yeah, it's cool. It's a cool show.
Or at least in more recent times. And I don't even know where, like, the gap is where people were like, these are the seasons that are good. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just like...
Yeah, to me,
it's 89 or whatever.
That's all the same to me. But that's only because I don't actually know it. Because, I mean, I'm sure every show is like that, where it evolves. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're running for 80 seasons. Yeah, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? You got to have some kind of change. Yeah, or something. But I don't know.
Would you say that, like, because you watch Family Guy still? Yeah. Would you say Family Guy is about the same, or is it kind of teetering off?
As far as like
just quality.
As far as like quality, I mean, well, you mean like quality of show or like
the writing, I guess. You know what I'm saying, or the jokes.
I mean, they okay. It's been. I think the last episode I watched was pretty funny, but. In like recent times, there's like a season or two maybe that I was kind of like, you know what I'm saying? But, and I guess because where in this is just a case for this one is like where Family Guy trailed off, American Dad kind of picked up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's kind of like a trade off or whatever.
It's been a while since I watched American Dad. I was hype on that. Like it was high school, like when Family Guy got popular, and then American Dad came out. I never fucked with the Cleveland show. I was just like, I don't care. Like, he doesn't have to have his own show.
That was a miss. Nice try though. But no.
Yeah, I don't think I watched a few of the first season, but I was like, man, what? Why?
No. And you know
reach?
what makes it even worse is that the dude who plays Cleveland voice ain't even black.
Yeah, that's another thing that threw me off. Which there's black people that don't play black characters in cartoons, but it's still it's just kind of like for that kind of show, it didn't make sense. It's like, okay, you're making black jokes, but he's not a black guy doing the jokes.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of off.
Yeah, because of course it was gonna be more like specifically black jokes because the whole family's black and everything like that. So it's like obviously, but yeah, I was just like, I mean, you know, I seen a few episodes here and there, and I could, you know, maybe quote a line or something at a random, but it wasn't. I missed.
But like even Token on South Park, like a black guy plays him, and that was, I think, when they told the story about when they added that character, they were just kind of like, oh, you work here, like you can, like you do the voice thing, like which is better than just not doing a black person at all, but. A lot of times, black people don't do the voices on there, and they like parry it in people. But what I mean is, I like South Park more than all those shows. I kind of give it more of a pass, maybe. And that's a show that I haven't kept up with it as much over the last few years. But from what I have seen, like the quality has kind of stayed steady, in my opinion. And they stay so topical on things. Yeah. Where, like, something can happen, like, last week, and then they'll make an episode, like, the day after about it, which is, like, pretty crazy. For, like, the quality of the show, they always said it's, like, crap, because it's just the paper, like, dudes and stuff. But it's still, like, however they make it happen, it's pretty tight.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, and I seen more recent of South Park, like, you know, last couple of months or so, you know what I'm saying? And that's been kind of funny. Oh, no, I guess as an adult, I never really, like, went back and watched it. So maybe I could appreciate it from a different perspective. You know what I'm saying? Than when I seen it. Or when people was really, like, watching it at the beginning, being like, man, forget that.
Yeah, when I was a kid, because I had started watching it. Well, the movie came out pretty early after it already was, like, out in the late 90s or whatever, but my mom, she was, you know, I'm like 6, 7, 8 or whatever, and my mom was kind of like worried about me watching it, but she also was just kind of like, they make fun of everybody, so she wasn't like really tripping about it. I don't know why she like let that one slide, because when we had talked about this before, but like Beavis and Butthead came out before that, so I'm only like 4 years old when that's on. And she was like, nah, you can't watch that. Even like my brother was like, you know, in high school watching it, and she was like, nah, you can't watch that. Like, they just too stupid. So I don't know, like, why those couple years made a difference, but it was
like,
cool.
You're on your own now. You can watch what you want.
I remember renting the South Park movie from, I was about to say Best Buy, Blockbuster back then too, which is pretty crazy. I can't recall how many times I actually rented something from Blockbuster. Like most of the time, I just remember going in and not getting anything. Random memories. But yeah, that was a 10. Nah, I ain't. What you got to say, man? Anything been going on with Call of Duty? We're gonna talk about that a little bit. We can talk about that right now, really, if you want. I'm really loose-ended on this one.
Yeah, we can talk about that. Because I mean, it came out on Friday or whatever.
Yeah, past Friday.
And I'm sure by now everybody hasn't had a chance to play it if you're going to play it, I suppose. And we played a fair amount, actually a lot, actually, over the course of the weekend.
I thought about it because, like you said, it came out Friday, and I really didn't play it until, well, I played it, I guess, Friday, but that Saturday when we played, that was damn. It seemed like 8 hours straight or something.
It was a long time because we got on. It was like 12 o'clock or like 2 o'clock or something, between like 12 and 2. And shoot, I went to the store or something. Is that why I got on?
Because I had to do something, and then I came back and you was gone, and I was like, well,
yeah, I think I did go to the store and then came back and got back on, and then I played for the rest of the night. Well, matter of fact, I played till about 10, and then I took a nap, and then I played more. I got up and played more.
So it was at least 5 or 6 hours.
Yeah.
But it's pretty cool, man. I mean, I say that a lot, like when the game first come out. Like, it's cool.
Yeah.
I don't know, like, what's your kind of grade on what you played until, you know, we played every Call of Duty basically for the last however long. Like, what do you think about it in the first couple days?
Well, at first, like when I was first playing it, I was like, man, it didn't really feel the same like how it did when I played the beta, which obviously it probably wasn't anyway, just because that was like a rougher copy of it or whatever. But I was kind of worried that it was going to be like a different feel, like it wasn't going to be the same, you know what I'm saying, like mechanics. But the more that we played it, the more I got comfortable with it, and it's cool. I like it. It's kind of slow, but that's coming off playing like Apex and stuff, just like super fast paced. So that makes it feel even slower. But it's not really that much slower, I suppose.
Yeah, I can see what you're saying for sure. Because we've been playing Apex since February pretty steadily, and Call of Duty has gotten back to like a more groundish game.
Yeah.
Goodness. I can say I'm having enough fun. The biggest complaint, which I guess I have, and most of the people online have, is just the maps are kind of iffy, where it's just a lot going on.
Yeah.
And I don't really know what their like mindset was on that, but I can't really say I hate it enough. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was cool. It was some like super big maps though, like and like I'm trying to think of what was that one map called?
What, Piccadilly?
Nah, not that one, because I actually like that one. That one is with the buses and the bus station and stuff. Nah, it's the bridge one.
Oh, you know what's funny? I can't remember what it's called either. I just want to say it's Open Bridge or something whack. But I saw somebody else on Twitter saying, well, I'll kind of damn near cut you off, but you had mentioned how we only played it like once or twice, like Friday or Saturday or whatever, and then we didn't see. I don't know if you've seen it since.
No, I haven't.
And I saw other people online saying they hadn't seen it either. So, and you remember when I was like, it said it like an update to playlist happened. So I don't know if maybe they saw something was happening on that map.
Yeah, you did say that, because I didn't ever actually get that message, or I missed it. I was in the kitchen or something. But yeah, I do remember you saying something about that. So maybe they did take it off or something.
Because it's essentially like, to kind of describe the map, it's like, I mean, it's not open-ended, but it's like it's just it's a battlefield, but there's a bridge in the middle, and whoever gets on that bridge essentially just has like control of the map. Kind of what happened.
And you can kind of see like a wide area when you in the back, because it's like up the back level of the map is like raised, whatever, so you can kind of stay back there and snipe too from that area, like looking at the bridge and stuff.
Yeah, it was. I didn't really think it was bad until people were just kind of sniping our heads off. Yeah. It's just like, okay, I don't really know how to get rid of this, and I don't play snipes that much, so I can't even really say.
But you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, we played a few team death matches, but then we got on that gunfight, that 2v2, and we pretty much played that until we got off.
Yeah, that was the majority of that. Well, it wasn't the majority, but that was a good chunk of it. Or at least the most fun I think we were having on that
for sure
on that session, because in those maps in the 2v2 they're all specific to that game mode, and they're like a quarter of the size of a regular map, it seemed like, or an eighth maybe, I don't know. But yeah, that was pretty tight, because like you were saying, we're playing, it gets like pretty personal on there. Yeah, because it's you do, what is it, up to, what is it, out of 6? You got to get 6 wins.
Yeah, 6 wins, 6 rounds. Whoever take out the team first, or get the overtime flag. If 2 people or 1 person is left and you can't find each other or whatever. It's
all predetermined. Gun class selection.
Yeah, and it's random too. So
there's no perks or anything, but it's, you can either just maybe get a 1 gun and fist, or a machine gun and a pistol, and
pistols and shotguns,
like couple grenades or whatever.
Yeah. That mode was probably the most fun, I'd say, just because, like you said, it was a little bit more personal, kind of, it's like it all rides on we got to make these plays. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
You can't, no excuses.
Exactly. Your ability to get a kill or not, or you know what I'm saying? Find somebody, because a lot of them sniper ones, boy, I had to fall back. I had to switch to the pistol and the sniper.
I was surprised I was doing decently with the snipers, because I really don't try to do snipers, because anytime I do, I just seem like I'm wasting my time, or I don't know, like, or I don't go to the spot that makes sense, I guess.
Yeah.
But on there, it's like, you in such a confined space, it's like you got to pull the trigger so fast.
Yeah,
I was like,
sure.
I guess I'll see what happens.
Yeah, it was crazy, though. That mode was pretty fun.
Yeah, I'm curious, because, we had talked last week about how they're going to be adding maps and stuff. I hope they add some more maps to the 2v2.
Yeah, for sure.
But really, I mean, the whole game in general. I'm curious how they're going to take all the feedback they're seeing online with the map layouts and stuff. Because, they got to have maps already, thought about they're going to put in the game. So I'm curious on if they're going to go back to the more traditional, 3-lane maps that are less busy and stuff like that. But, they got a whole year, I guess, to figure it out. It just came out a couple of days ago, so there's really not, too much to say on it.
Yeah.
But so far, I mean, I like it. And what we got to, I'm close to level 30, multiplayer wise, which, but it goes up to 55 and then prestige, regular Call of Duty stuff.
Yeah.
We'll see. I want to do the campaign. I don't know if you think about
playing.
I
was, because a lot of the online characters where you can change your little character, you got to do specific missions. Campaign missions to unlock them. Yeah, and then it's some of them ones you got to do those co-op missions. So they kind of give you incentive to play all of the whole game instead of just
sleazy about that one.
Instead of just hopping straight online and ignoring everything else.
Yeah, which that's a good way to get people to do the campaign, because it's not like it's mandatory that you get another character, because it's not like Black Ops, was it 3, when the characters change your gameplay? It's one character has these abilities and it's just a skin basically.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's not a mandatory thing,
cosmetic.
But yeah, it's still cool though.
Yeah, so I probably will try to play some at some point or something. Maybe I should have did that today, but sometimes today I got caught up just doing missions, or just doing the little barracks or whatever it is.
The multiplayer, get these many kills and whatever.
Yeah.
Which I was surprised on there, because usually they don't make you do specific challenges at a certain time, but this one's you gotta choose this set of things, which is kind of okay, I guess. I don't know what y'all thinking was on this.
But... Yeah. Because each little mission set has 7 objectives to unlock that whole little mission set or whatever. All the rewards from it.
The calling, what are the rewards? Are really just calling cards and
I think it's those weapons that are in the blueprint that are in the armory. I guess that makes sense, because I was wondering how I got that one special weapon. I was I don't even know what the hell this is.
Yeah,
I think that's how you get them. They I think that they come from that, where it give you a specific Call of Duty. On this one, they got the weapons that you can basically have it'll be pre-set up, where it'll have attachments and stuff already kind of built in for you. And that's how you unlock those, doing those missions in the barracks or whatever it is.
But yeah, overall though, I think it's pretty good. Like I said, given over the next month or two, have more opinions. Because last year I was Black Ops 4 is tight, and then I stopped playing it. But that's just because a lot of other stuff, which is gonna happen to most games, where I'm gonna switch around. But hopefully this one I'm not gonna be flip flopping too much. And I've really only played with you on there. And Lamont. So
and that kind of makes a difference too. And I feel like how much of it you playing, because if you can come get on the game at the crib nobody's online, chances are you're not going to want to, you know what I'm saying, play Call of Duty unless you decide to do the campaign mode, which, you know, that's whatever. It's nothing that, you know what I'm saying? As far as the campaign goes, it probably take you all of like 30 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Just because it's not going
to be that long.
Yeah, it's not that immersive.
But yeah, I think it's gonna be a good time on there. Like I said, that gun. I'm excited to get back to the gunfight and stuff. You have anything else, man? Talk about this Outer Worlds a little bit.
Yeah, nah, that's pretty much it. You know, just playing some Ultimate Alliance. Still trying to beat them little 3 games and said I was gonna beat before Pokemon come out, but I ain't making much leeway.
Man, it's tough, man. Because I was thinking about that too, as always. I was like, man, I gotta beat these games, man. Yeah. And I was like, oh, God. Like, making myself do it is harder. You know what I'm saying? If you just in the mood to do it, it's different. But when you, like, make it a thing. And it's not to say I don't enjoy the games, but it's just like, I don't know. I'm just not in that mindset, I
playing
guess.
This right now, playing something else.
Got that feel.
Yeah.
But I did end up getting the Game Pass on the PC, Xbox Game Pass. Because the Outer Worlds we talked about, the new Obsidian RPG is on there. And it's on PS4 and regular PC too. And it comes out to Switch next year. And I think Steam next year too. They had some like weird exclusive thing going on. But I've been playing that, and it's basically... I mean, if you were to tell me it was a Fallout game, then I'd be like, oh, it's a Fallout game. But it definitely takes the good stuff. Like, already I kind of feel like I like it more than Fallout 4, for sure. And I don't know if it's just because I know it's not necessarily Fallout or just the setting in it. Because it's right now, I only got through, like, the first, like, main, like, hub world, which... I had to, like, get my ship and, like, get this part to, like, get off the planet and stuff like that. And, you know, like, in regular RPG fashion, you got side quests you can do or not do. And then, you know, there's the obvious main mission you have to do to get to where you're going. And on this one, you get, like, different companion people, which you can either, you know, disregard them or, you know, you can kill them if you want to or whatever. So it's one of those things where right now I've done a few sneaky things. I don't know how I just said situation and things like that, but I've done a few things where I done stole some stuff, but then I've really been playing it like a good guy. Yeah. And that's one thing about the game where I don't know what level of, like, if I did a lot of mischievous things, how harder it's going to make the game for me, you know what I mean? And I don't want to make the game too difficult for myself, but then it's kind of just like, do I really want to be a jerk all the time? Like, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, I'm good about, like, stealing stuff, though. Because on there, so far, it hasn't been hard to steal too many things. But for the most part, I haven't been, like, a jerk to anybody. Right. So I kind of feel like I need to do that. Because I always end up playing, like, a goody-good in these games. And it's kind of like, it's not boring. But it's like, maybe I do need to see the other side to this. Yeah.
I don't know. What do you think is the feeling that you get and the reason why you just kind of want to play that way? You know what I'm saying?
Play the good way? Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know if it's because I don't think I'm a bad person in real life, but...
Because I was thinking about that, not in a while, but playing Infamous, where, you know, you kind of can play the game on both sides in that game, and only, I think, one time out of all the Infamous that I played, I actually went through and played the bad guy role of it. And it's just like, I don't know, man. I want to, you know, whatever. I just want to learn the good guy techniques first or something. But I was just wondering, you know what I'm saying? What do you feel like is the reason for that?
It's tough to say. Because, like I said, I want to do stuff, like, bad. But then it's just like, then I have to go through more fights and stuff. You know what I mean? And it's like, I don't want to have to, it feels like it's going to make stuff go longer. Yeah. If I have to do it that way instead, just be like, yeah, all right, dude. Cause there's like a situation where one guy was like, he was seeming like sleazy and I could have been like, nah, bro, like I'm cool. But I was just like, well, I'll help you out. Cause I wanted to see what was going to happen. You know what I mean? Cause if I didn't, I felt like I wasn't going to have anything else to do. You
right.
know what I mean? So it's kind of like if I just go the no route, then it's like nothing's really going to come of anything. And I'm just going to be doing the main mission all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, you know, there's a good amount of exploration like those games have where you just kind of walk around and, oh, what's that cabin thing over there? You know, search it and loot it. And you might find like a chest you got to open up or lockpick and everything and find like a weapon you wouldn't have found otherwise. So it's one of those things where it gets you thinking like, I have to check everything because if I miss something, then I see like somebody else got it online, I'm gonna be like, crap, where'd you get it? You know what I'm saying? You don't know if you're gonna be able to get it again or not. So it's definitely bringing that kind of like game loop into my mind. And I've played it probably for like a decent amount, at least 5 hours. I'm excited to see like where it's gonna lead. I know they said it's not like a long game. It's probably like 30-ish hours if you kind of just go through it straight, I guess. And then there's like, you know, like I said, the side stuff. So people, you know, it just kind of varies on the player, but I'm kind of excited for it to only be like 30 something hours because I don't want it to be like a Persona situation where I'm like 50, 60 hours in and I'm like, crap, man, I still got a lot to go. You know what I mean? So I'm like cool on something being a little shorter but that still has like a wide open, like, you know, element to it. But hopefully I'll have more to say on next week. Because right now it's more so just kind of like, I met these people and then some of them are jerks. And then these guys are kind of jerks too. And I kind of have to use like my kind of human mind to be like, who's less of a jerk shit? You know what I'm saying? Who should I help? Which is like kind of the main thing I was in on like the first mission for people that have played it. You're kind of just like, okay, well, man, it's cold. It's killing me. Or I could really mess up this like big group of people, but then there's like this refugee, like smaller group of people that seems like, oh yeah, that makes kind of sense why you want to be refugees from this big, you know, conglomerate, but at the same time, you're kind of being mean to me right now. So I don't know. It's just cool. It's just cool having games with choices. But it's kind of like when last year with Red Dead, where you could do stuff the bad way. But at the end of the day on Red Dead, you kind of had to do stuff one way. And I don't know if this game is going to be as strict on that. You know what I mean? Because Red Dead kind of makes you think you can just do whatever you want. But then it's kind of like, not really. Like, we have a story to tell.
Consequences for those actions.
So we'll see. I've been reading, I don't think I mentioned it last week, Astra. It's not a new manga, it's newer. The anime is new. It's called Astra Lost in Space. And to give like a quick summary of it, it's essentially about these like 8 teenagers plus this like little kid that gets sent to this like space camp. And it turns into kind of like a conspiracy tale. And they're trying to get back to home because they end up getting stranded out in outer space. So it's a lot about, you know, there's like anime tropes and stuff. But the main thing is about why did these people try to kill us? And how are we going to get back home like light years away from, you know, our home planet and stuff like that. So it is one of those things where it's kind of like, oh, here's like the shy girl. Here's the cool anime hero guy. You know, and here's like the one that's kind of mysterious. You know, like the typical people you see in animes or mangas and stuff. But this is a situation where like the writing was like so good where it's only like 50 chapters. There's like some in between little like chapters, but it's like a good 50 chapters, whatever. It is like an easy read and everything. It's not like a lot to like be like, oh man, this is too much going on. Like it's just kind of like I don't want to say relaxing, but it's just kind of like an entertaining read. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like if you're trying to find something like manga wise, that's not like too much of an investment. This is like a good one.
Just something you can kind of get into and get out of kind of quick.
Because I was thinking about that where a lot of people are like, yeah, man, you should watch. And I've tried to watch One Piece. I talked about it. Where people are like, you should watch One Piece. It's like, man, that's like a lifetime work. You know what I mean? Like,
it's a lot of episodes.
Like, I could do a lot of other things right now. But yeah, Astra Lost in Space. It's on the Shonen Jump app. The manga is. But I'm sure, you know, if you like finding mangas different ways, it's in other areas.
Mm-hmm.
And the anime, it's only a 1-season anime, which is it's 12 episodes, and it covers all the stuff, I guess. I haven't watched it yet, but from what I've seen, people saying the anime is pretty good, too. It's on Hulu, and I think it's on Funimation and stuff like that.
Yeah. I have to check that out.
And My Hero's on, I think it's 2 or 3 episodes into the 4th season. And so far, it's doing a good job of adapting the manga. But I know you haven't got that far in it, so I don't want to say too much about it.
Yeah, I haven't.
It's heating up, though.
Mm-hmm.
It's getting to the part where I'm like, oh, yeah, I definitely want to see all these, like, fights and stuff, like, in color form.
Yeah.
Because, like, all the villains are, like, getting more prominent, and the hero characters are getting some more fire in their belly and everything. They about to do some more, learning from, like, the instructors or, heroes and stuff like that. So they're getting in, like, more work studies and everything. But, like, the new villain, of course, is in the background.
Yeah, that's tight. Yeah, I need to go ahead and watch that. I guess I got a decent little list of anime to watch.
Yeah, man, it's a lot, man. It seems like this is a good year. Like, every year is good for something, but it seems like there's a good amount of decent things.
Yeah.
At least in my opinion, like, because I've actually, like, paid attention this year more, I feel like. And even Fire Force is on episode 14. And I had just watched that the other day, and that episode was, like, crazy, man. Like, I was listening to it on the computer, and this is one of the times where the speakers I bought were like, oh, man, these were worth, like, the amount I spent, where the sound effects and stuff was, like, really engrossing me into, like, what was going on with the battles and everything.
Yeah.
It's like all these explosions and shit like that. And and then, we talk about how, like, Naruto and things like that, where you try to get more involved with, like, the different characters and not just the main person.
Mm-hmm.
And Fire Force does a good job of that, of getting you involved with the different the different companies and the special Fire Force and stuff. Whereas the main characters are in the 8th camp or whatever. And the last few episodes, you go and see about the 7th camp people, 7th company or whatever. And you see, like, the different, like, probably, I guess they're saying the strongest guy or, like, whatever in the whole thing. But point of what I'm saying is you get, like, a feel for all these different people. It's not always about the main guy, which is, like, really cool to see.
Mm-hmm.
So I definitely got some, like, new favorite characters in there. And, like, the fights are pretty dope. And it's pretty good about, like, picking its spots on, like, slow parts and then, like, ramping it up to, like, action scenes and everything. Yeah. Which is pretty good, and, like, giving you some, like, good dialogue and everything like that, and good backstory and stuff like that. So,
yep, another anime gonna add to the list.
Yeah, you gotta put down duty a little bit to do it.
It's crazy.
It'll work out, man.
Yeah, I'm end up watching it. I don't know. It's just, just gotta put that time in. That's all. Just gotta turn it on, sit down and watch it.
And that's what happened to me, where I hadn't been watching stuff really, but then you're saying you just get in that mood or whatever. You're like, you know what? I'll put the sticks down. Yeah. And I just got into it. And I was like, man, these was tight. And I had built up enough episodes too, where it wasn't just like one episode. You know what I'm saying? Where it was like a few, but I had to watch. So I was like, cool, man. I got like a cool little hour right here.
Yeah, for sure.
So that was what's up. Man, I don't think I got too much else, man. I've been tried to skateboard a little bit before we started recording. And I realized one thing is that, one, not skating for a while means you got to practice even harder. And two, you got to be committed to stuff. Because, like, when I was trying to, like, just do, like, ollies or whatever, and I was like, why am I not doing these good? And I'm just like, I'm not, like, committing mentally to, like, the whole process. Like, I'm kind of just, like, trying to do it and, like, think I'm good at it, but I'm not. So I'm like, man, I got to, you got to basically just following through.
Yeah, for sure.
But that's the life lesson for today. Follow through.
Because I'm thinking about that, too, because, I have been doing flag football, and it's like, oh, okay, yeah, sure, I'm athletic or whatever, but you gotta, like, remember and, like, actually apply the things that you used to do. You know what I'm saying? You gotta think, like, you haven't done that in a while if you're anything like me. I haven't done that in a while. You know what I'm saying? So where I can just be like, oh, I'm catching it with one hand. You know what I'm saying? I'm being crazy out there.
I'm still that boy on the block.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just like, you know, you just gotta commit for sure.
Yeah, definitely. There's not a lot of news topics this week. I want to start off with something that talked about, I guess, a little bit heavily. The Last of Us 2 got delayed until May 29th. Instead of February 21st of next year. They basically just came out and said the quality wasn't going to be there, so they pushed it back. And this happened with the first Last of Us 2, I forgot, where they had delayed that a few months. Mm-hmm. So I guess they just kept the trend on it, but nothing else to really say about that besides, I mean, we can wait. We already been waiting this long. Yeah. There's so much stuff we already got to get to, so I can't be mad.
Just keep it.
They just keep it.
Keep it till it's ready, man.
So yeah, May 29th, which I think that is, in terms of like before next gen next year. That's like the latest, like, confirmed game. Mm-hmm. But also with Sony, I know you're excited about the Ghost of Tsushima. They still haven't put a date out for that game yet. Yeah. So it's gonna be curious to see when that's gonna be coming out. If they're gonna have that be on like the edge of PS5 or how they're gonna do that.
Maybe they'll do it like how they did Grand Theft Auto and then drop it, on the PlayStation 4 and then a couple months later they bring it out and that's like the first game that you can get on there.
Yeah, they're gonna have to figure something out because they're not gonna put that out the same time as Last of Us. Like that'd be pretty dope. Yeah, like sure. They're not gonna choke that game out like that.
That's funny.
But Last of Us May 29th. Random mixers buying more streamers. They bought Shroud and then this guy Gathialin or something. I never heard of him. But Shroud's like pretty popular in the shooter game sphere. Mm-hmm. Him and Disrespect always like go back and forth, which is pretty funny. I don't know how you feel about Mixer throwing these bans off to all these streamers like this.
I mean, it makes me feel like I got a chance to get some money. I'm not actually out here streaming like that, but I suppose if they out here giving up checks like that, then I should start working on getting my game up. Yeah.
Yeah, man, it's just crazy, like, because I don't really know. Obviously, they're trying to get a big part of the market. Mixer is, and they're, behind Twitch. And I don't really know the numbers like Ninja's been getting. I know, but I don't even know. I'm not even going to speculate. But I haven't went to see, how Ninja's doing in terms of how he was on Twitch before. Mm-hmm. Obviously, they gave him however many millions of dollars to go over there. But he'll be fine, I guess. Yeah. I don't really know if they're seeing the returns on that investment. You know what I mean? And I don't really see people like, better get on Mixer, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't really see when that's going to happen or what Mixer provides that Twitch doesn't provide, I guess.
Yeah.
But I have, I'd have to check it out and see. I've only even really seen Mixer on the Xbox like once or twice, and it wasn't like I was like using it. It was just kind of me seeing somebody playing for half a second. You know what I'm saying? But I don't really know what they're doing besides trying to compete. I don't even know what really is there to compete with though. Yeah, you know what I mean? It's just I don't really understand that business model or that market enough. I guess you know what I mean. Like, what are you really trying to do? Like,
trying to have the most popular streamers,
and it's all about ad revenue, I guess. But at the same time, it's just I don't know, man.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It's weird. Yeah, it's weird.
Because Twitch is owned by Amazon, and Mixer's owned by Microsoft. So I don't know, man. It's just one of these like big wigs punching each other through a computer. I don't know. Oh shoot! I saw a goofy article about how the creator of Street Fighter 4 and Street Fighter 5, try to remember his name, Yoshinori Ono, basically said it was like 99% chance that Street Fighter 4 wasn't going to get made back in, 2009, I believe. But he initially wanted Street Fighter to come out as like a turn-based game. Street Fighter 4 to come out as like a turn-based game where you would pick... It made it seem like kind of like Pokemon where you would give a character like 4 moves or something. Yeah. And then you would like choose this move, and the other person would choose a move and see what happens or something. Like, I don't think anybody would have been down with that.
It would have been pretty funny to see. I probably would have definitely hated Street Fighter. I thought I hated it now, but shoot, man, if we would have had to take turns, that would have been crazy.
Like, I couldn't imagine playing Street Fighter that way. But it was just kind of goofy that he said that. And also, talking about Street Fighter had like a rocky start and things. But Street Fighter 4 also was like, I had forgot that it had came out 2009 or whatever. And Street Fighter 3 came out like late 90s. Mm-hmm. And there was, all the in-between like Capcom games and blah, blah, blah. But like the fighting game scene like got reignited because of Street Fighter 4. And I didn't really know that until I started watching Evo and stuff like last couple of years. But it's just kind of goofy how, I don't know if it's because of the way the internet turned and things like that, but Street Fighter 4 had this, like, wasn't even dang near gonna get made, but it's like the reason why the fighting game community is like so big again right now. Yeah. So it's just cool how stuff works like that. More recent news. Well, I will say this one first. Death Stranding's coming to PC in the next year, 2020 in the summertime. And people are like, oh man, why is it coming to PC, man? I just wanted to be on my PlayStation. Like, shut up. And that comes out in like a few days, or several days, I guess, right around the corner. But then Overwatch 2, according to, I guess, ESPN, we got a news story, and IGN reported that Overwatch 2 is going to be coming out, or it's going to be getting revealed next week at the next BlizzCon. And basically it's going to come with new PvE features, maps, game modes, new characters, and a whole bunch of random crap. And I don't really understand why they're thinking they want to come out with a sequel to Overwatch. Because it seems like you can just keep updating what you got. Yeah. Like, if they're trying to make it like a whole new, I'm going to pay $60 or something, I don't think people are going to work with that at all. Nah,
it should have just been like what Fortnite did and just revamped. And just been like, oh, starting anew.
Yeah, I don't really know. They haven't like confirmed like, that for sure, if it is going to be a whole separate thing or if it is just going to be like a big update. But they're making it seem like, it's just going to have so many new features and stuff where I don't see how they wouldn't make it like a paid thing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But they made so much money in the last 3 years or whatever it's been out, but I don't really see that really working. And right now, Blizzard's still under a little fire for political crap, but I don't really know if I'm I like Overwatch, but I don't know if I'm really excited for like a whole new like spin on it. But I guess I just haven't really been playing it in the last time either. But they were saying like the PvE is gonna have like each character is gonna have like their own like mode, not mode, but like a level essentially, and they get like different rank up abilities and not just like set abilities like they do already for people that do play Overwatch and understand what that means. But
I do not.
Yeah, like it's kind of like Apex where they got like 2 or 3 things set
per person.
But like the PvE essentially is gonna be like level 2 you get this, and then level 4 you get this, and you choose like which ones you want to use, something like crap like that. Yeah. But yeah, I don't really know how that's gonna work. Which is also in relation to Ubisoft. Delayed their next Rainbow Six, which I forgot a new Rainbow Six was coming out. Gods and Monsters and Watch Dogs to the fiscal year of 2020-2021, which basically just means the end of next year. So, because one, they're struggling right now, I guess because Division 2 hasn't been selling and doing as well as they had hoped. And also the new Ghost Recon Breakpoint hasn't sold well at all either, and the reviews were pretty middling. And I haven't seen anybody playing Ghost Recon on my playlist. I don't know if you have. So yeah, I know they said that was like a struggle, but they're gonna do like they've been doing with all their other Ubisoft games, where they kind of keep supporting it to hopefully get the community back. But I don't really know if it's gonna work or not. I haven't tried it. Yeah. And they did so much promotion for Breakpoint. I'm kind of surprised.
They even had Lil Weezy on the commercial.
Yeah, which I was like, man, what Lil Wayne doing? He gotta just be popping up.
Yeah, I ain't doing nothing. I got time to shoot a commercial.
Quick
50 Wayne? G's real quick. Yeah, no problem. That's funny.
Yeah, I was surprised that they said it didn't sell well, but because like the last Ghost Recon, which I didn't know anybody that played it, but I know that one sold like extremely well. That Wildlands. I don't know. Did you play that one?
No, I didn't. No.
Yeah, I didn't mess with it. I don't think I played Ghost Recon since like it was on the 360.
Yeah,
but I can't remember what it was called, like Advanced Warfighter or something. Yeah, I can't remember. Too. But yeah, Ubisoft's in a little bit. I mean, they ain't in trouble, but they in, you know what I'm saying, they got to do some fixing. But they always have so many games coming out.
Yeah, that's true.
It's hard to tell.
Because when Siege came out, didn't something else come out around the same time too?
Probably. I can't remember.
2 games that had came out at that time.
But like Siege had that issue too, where they didn't do so well in the beginning, and then they picked it up out of nowhere. And you know, they got their dedicated community, which I thought I was gonna try to do. I'm like, man, it's too many elite players in there now for me to act like I'm gonna try to do something.
Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter was 2006.
Alright, it wasn't that one then. It was Future Soldier, I think, is the one I'm talking about. It was like 2012 or something. Yeah, I played that one a little bit.
Yeah, the last one I played actually was Advanced Warfighter.
Oh wow. Yeah, I think I had only played that one like at a buddy's house like once or twice, and I was like, man, this is stupid. Yeah, like I said, I had too much. Apple announced they have new AirPod Pros coming out, which by the time people are hearing this, they'll be out for $250. And they're going to come with 3 sizes of earbud attachments, which I guess is good for my small-eared ass. But they said they're going to be running like a whole bunch of new technology, like, I don't even know, anti-noise, cancellation, whatever, blah, 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 transparency mode for like hearing ambiance. I don't know, man, Apple stuff. I don't even know. Like, one, I'm trying to figure out how they had that whole event, and then they're announcing new AirPods like a month later, or damn near not even really a month later.
Yeah. And
then $250. And I think I'm just salty because my first gen of AirPods like damn near suck now. Like, I don't know how yours are doing.
They not bad. I mean, they do be like dropping in and out sometimes and stuff, but they don't do too bad, I suppose.
My main issue is, one, the battery life is just decreased to like 2.5 to 3 hours. And before it was like 5. And now it's just like, okay, I don't even get like half the day anymore. And then it feels like the battery pack or whatever doesn't stay charged. I don't know, man. It's just like, I don't know what happened. Like, it's just like pissing me off, man. They gave y'all too much money to get treated like this.
Yeah, because I don't know. I don't put my, I usually charge mine up like at work or something, the actual pack part.
Yeah.
And then, as far as battery life goes, I probably get about 3 hours or so before I have to put them on the charger. Or about, but for $250, that's a lot. But I want these though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm gonna have to. I don't know, man. Who knows? Nah, but I did. I guess I could have said that, which will help me get these AirPods. Is I got a little part-time job that I'm pretty excited about.
Part-time.
So maybe them little side checks, I can buy me some by Christmas. I can get myself a Christmas present.
Gotta save up your money, little boy. Yeah, they saying with the active noise cancellation on the new pods, you get 4.5 hours. And you get 3.5 hours if you're using it as like talking on it. And that's something also with my AirPods. It's like I used to be able to talk on them, but then now when I try to, people be like, huh? Like, man, what? Like, man, it sucks. I hate you, Steve Jobs. Oh, goodness.
That's hilarious, man. AirPods funny.
Yeah, man, I don't got too much else. I seen people talking about the new Watchmen series on HBO.
Yeah.
But I haven't tried to watch it yet. Which I gotta go through too many hoops to get to HBO, so I don't even feel like being bothered.
Yeah, I don't have much else either. Oh yeah, I did. I forgot. I went to go see Zombieland.
Oh, how was that?
Yeah, it was pretty funny. I mean, it was the same old story basically, because it was just like a sequel or whatever. Yeah. But the jokes were funny and the stuff that was going on, it was really,
Yeah, I've only seen bits and pieces of the first one, so I really don't even know like what the whole plot is besides it being zombies and comedy.
Yeah, it's just like 4 friends like becoming friends, but 4 different little personalities getting along. Basically, that's all it's about.
Odd couple or odd company,
and then this time basically it was just being like, are we too close? Are we too much friends? You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe his family needs to break from each other.
That's weird.
Yeah, but it was cool, though.
I guess I'd have to see how that really plays out. But
yeah, it was cool. It was a cool little watch. I wanted to check that out alone on that, actually.
Oh, yeah. That's funny.
Watched that by myself.
Luigi's Mansion will be out by the end of this week. I know you're happy about that. And that's got some, the preview, embargo was up on it and got some pretty decent reviews. It's in like the 8 to 9 range.
Yeah, I'm hyped.
Like I was saying, this is the last episode of October, so Halloween is after this episode. Yeah. Death Stranding's gonna be soon. Pokemon in a couple weeks. Oh, goodness. Why is that? Who was the person that made up that ghouly voice thing?
The first person that heard a ghost in their house. Man.
Like, who thought that was I think a ghost sound like this?
Let me tell you what happened last night, man. I heard this noise, man. It was like, what, bro? He was like, yeah, man.
You was drunk.
Oh, idiot. And they wrote that down like, capital O, little O, capital O, little O. Man, see, here's a ghost. Ooh.
Have you seen that meme where it was like oxygen was discovered in 1772 and there's like people before 1772 and then like everybody's like choking or whatever? It's like stupid shit.
That's funny. No, I ain't seen that one, man. It's just it's funny how many memes just circulate in the world, man. That's what becomes a meme, man. Because we was talking about this when we was playing Call of Duty, but I'm happy to see Kawhi back in the memes again, man.
Hey.
Kawhi memes is funny to me.
Oh man, somebody said my only parenting tactic. Like, oh my goodness.
So funny, man.
Oh man, shoot, Terminator be out this Friday too.
I might check that. Yeah, I do. I want to watch that too. I'm excited to see that as well. So
yeah, I gotta check out tickets on that because my mama want to see that mug. Mm-hmm. Like, mommy, son time.
I think what I decided was because I signed up for the A-list.
Oh, word.
Stubs, yeah. So I think what I decided is that at least once or twice a month, maybe, I'm just going to go watch some movies by myself.
Quality me time.
Yep, just go in that mug and kick it.
Yeah, I thought about doing that, but I got a family, so it's harder for me to just up and go. Uh-huh. Because I definitely would be like, well, gotta go. Definitely. See you when I see you.
BRB. I was going to put up a gone fishing sign. I always want to be a gone fishing kind of guy.
You remember when them Talking Bass came out?
Yeah, singing them songs.
Oh my God, man. Them things are horrible. And some reason I equate those to when iPods came out. Because I used to go to the mall. I go to the mall a lot now, but when I was a kid, I used to go to the mall like all the time. And in Macy's, I think they always had those, and like the iPods were like next to each other. But I think it was like Christmas time.
Yeah, because it was like a novelty gift, and like they were singing Christmas tunes and stuff. So
annoying.
Yeah, them looks just flapping around on the wall, man. Yeah, hella people I know had those.
So stupid. I think we might have had one too. Actually, I don't know who would have got it.
I think
like
my grandma had one.
That's funny. Seems like something grandma randomly had.
I ever had, you know what I'm saying, close encounters with that shit. It's funny.
Man. I didn't do a lightning round the last episode because I forgot.
Okay. Oh, you got something this time?
Yeah, I got a few.
All right.
It's all random shit.
Here we go.
It all really doesn't have too much of a theme.
All right.
And I don't really have a way to do time. Maybe I do because I have a phone.
Time. Go. How much time do I get?
You get, how much time does Marlon get? 30 seconds, I think.
Because last time I think I took my time answering them all the questions.
Yeah, I was a loose person last time. I'll give you 35 seconds.
Okay.
And it's probably not even enough to even worry about it. All right. 1, 2, 3, now. Sasuke or Vegeta?
Vegeta.
Venom or Deadpool?
Oh, Deadpool.
Wolverine or Vegeta?
Vegeta.
Hulk or Iron Man?
Hulk.
Tom or Jerry?
Jerry.
Red or blue?
Blue.
Canada Dry or Verner's?
Canada Dry.
Colored pencils or crayons?
Crayons.
Alright, you got through it with 3 seconds left.
3 seconds, man. That Venom and Deadpool tripped me up.
I thought that was a good one. I was like, man, I gotta put one that's gonna be tough.
Yeah.
And I was like, let me put Wolverine in there and see what he really thinks about it.
Yeah, man, you gonna get him on that. I mean, that would be pretty tight. I don't know, to watch that fight, but other than that,
and I was drinking some Canada Dry. That's why I thought about that one. Cause like I like Verner's better, but only cause it's like stronger.
I never had Verner's before, man. So I don't even know.
If you ever try Canada Dry, and then
cause I drink Canada Dry, I like Canada Dry. Okay, for sure.
So yeah, go get a Verner's. You know the difference when you open up the can. You gonna be
crazy.
Like, that must be strong.
Yeah.
That's the ginger ale for real. Oh man, yeah, man. That's about it, man. Episode 70. I was hoping I could find cool facts about the number 70, like I was kind of saying earlier, but
yeah,
who cares anymore? We're moving on.
Yeah, but before we go, I'll ask you if you can. You got a quick little top 5 animated series.
Top 5 animated series.
Yeah,
you're definitely putting me on the spot.
I mean, it can be if you want to say. Are you gonna put me on a timer on this one too? No, I'm not gonna give you no time. I'm just gonna tell you to keep it short, keep it concise.
All right, top 5 animated series. Number 1. This is out of order. I can't wait.
You don't gotta have no order.
All right, first one, Steven Universe.
Mm-hmm.
Dragon Ball, just regular Dragon Ball.
Mm-hmm.
Woo. Third one, that's tough. Animated series. Damn. That's tough, man. I want to say My Hero, but it's too early.
Yeah.
No, I'm Rugrats. I'll put in there. And then, damn. That's tough. Because there's so many things, like, for, there's different reasons. Because I want to say, like, Hey Arnold, but then I want to say, like, Ren and Stimpy.
Yeah.
Damn. I'm going to say Ren and Stimpy. And then I'm going to say SpongeBob.
That's a pretty strong list, man.
But there's just so many.
There's so many. And when you say, like, that, and like to throw just animated in there, not like a specific genre or a specific style. You know what I'm saying? That really makes you think like, damn, I done watched hella cartoons in my life, especially ones that I particularly like. You know what I'm saying? Like my favorite ones. I spent hella time watching that, man.
Damn. Yeah, it's tough. And you know what? I really should put Adventure Time in there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna put Adventure Time instead of Ren and Stimpy. But Ren and Stimpy's pretty important for a lot of reasons.
Mm-hmm.
And then SpongeBob is just like, man, that's like a pure like our generation. Like we talked about it before. Like
SpongeBob stretched so far.
Man.
It goes so much further than just being a cartoon, you know, or animated show that was on when we was like kids or whatever.
Yeah, man. I was trying to watch some old SpongeBob. I think we had talked about that like I think it's on Amazon Prime.
Yeah, it's like season 1, but the rest of the stuff that's on there you gotta pay for.
Yeah, like nope, not do it.
So no, and then it's the more recent stuff you can watch on like the Nickelodeon app, like kind of like Cartoon Network app or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
whatever stuff like that. But yeah, it's just one season on Amazon. But yeah, man, that show just transcends time, man. It's just so crazy, you know, to think how old SpongeBob is, just as far as like a show goes, and how many people that have been impacted by that show. How many generations, not even people, generations. Man. It's not a lot of shows that span across multiple generations.
It's very true. Like we had talked about a couple earlier, like Simpsons and Family Guy, South Park. Them basically anomalies.
Yeah.
Because when you think about most cartoons, really only last a few years. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
for sure. And even with those shows, the 3 that you just named, I mean, a lot of the fact that they still are on TV remains in that they are current. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like they can make an episode, like you said, about a current event that happened in the world.
Yeah.
And then they got a joke about it on the show next week or whatever. So it's kind of like, is that the thing that kind of keeps you going in that respect? Or is it like a show like SpongeBob that just so happens to have specific screen grabs and like turns into memes? And you know what I'm saying? It's just like, it's such a huge culturally impactful thing. You know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, that's crazy.
I didn't really realize until kind of listening to some other stuff and whatnot how much Ren and Stimpy and SpongeBob are like related. Besides the fact, I mean, they both Nickelodeon shows, but just in terms of like the humor and like the grotesque things, like you said, like when they do like the paintings and stuff like that. Like, man, it's crazy how similar they were. But like SpongeBob didn't go the lengths Ren and Stimpy did in terms of a lot of the crazy ridiculousness.
For sure. And that just says a lot to the times. You know what I'm saying? Because Ren and Stimpy was like 90s, like basically. So they was getting away with a lot more like questionable stuff. Whereas like now SpongeBob is, you know, like you said, it's saying they doing questionable stuff. But it's nowhere near as questionable as the things that they were doing and saying on Ren and Stimpy just because of time. You know what I'm saying? And being able to say what you want or write jokes about whatever or being able to hide it. You know what I'm saying? In a joke or whatever. It's just a lot more stipulations now. People are a lot more sensitive of the content that's being created.
I don't know if I've asked you this before. Did you like Foster's Home?
Yeah.
Cause I never really got into that show, and that was like a weird time in my life. Like I don't know, in that younger teenage part of my life, I guess.
Yeah, I watched Foster's. I didn't watch it, like you know, faithfully or whatever. I kept up with the episodes or whatever, but yeah, I watched that show. But I didn't, like as a kid, I didn't keep up with a lot of like TV, you know what I'm saying, on a weekly basis or whatever. So a lot of the shows that I watched, I know about, but I definitely would have to even go back through, you know what I'm saying, just to be like, oh, okay, yeah, I did watch this show.
Yeah, I remember, because I go back and regurgitate things, but like that and Kids Next Door, like that like mid 2000, early 2000s, mid 2000s time was just like weird for me in terms of what I watched, because I really couldn't even tell you what I was watching then, but I guess I could at the same time. I don't know.
Yeah,
Because I was like in middle school and stuff for me, and I was like actually kind of busy, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't like always watch TV as much. I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah.
But that was also like Yu-Gi-Oh times and things, and that was still like Saturday night cartoons was still a thing like that. Not Saturday night, but Saturday morning cartoons.
Boy, that was not. He was not watching cartoons on Saturday night.
Yeah, that's funny.
Know.
Yeah, I just had a whole different thought about like that whole like time period now, like 03 to like 05-ish.
Yeah,
like
for sure. Yeah, definitely.
Man, what was I watching? And I mean, I was watching Spongebob and stuff, but y'all don't know.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, that could also be because that was around the time I didn't have cable, now that I think about it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm really digging deep into what was going on.
What was my life?
Because I remember we didn't have cable, and then my mom had got cable again, and that was when they were showing regular Dragon Ball on Toonami. Like 4 whatever in the afternoon. And I was like, what the heck? They're showing this? I didn't even know. So it's like, and they were like already like really far in. And I was like, man, what's going on? Like, it was just like super crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like trying to catch up and crap. But yeah, it's just pretty funny. Like, think about that. It's just weird the memories you could kind of concoct in your head.
Yeah.
And then you have to think about what other people that were in that like area or in that space of yours, like what they thought about that time too.
Mm-hmm. It's weird. It's weird when you try to go back super far like that, and then like talking to somebody else, like you said, who was there with you, and he's like, "Man, do you remember that time we was doing such and such?" And it's like, no, actually, turns out we wasn't doing that at all.
Yeah.
We was running from the police, or you know what I'm saying? Just something like totally different from what you thought was happening at that time,
or like. Kind of like, I don't know, like ghost memories or like faint memories or just stuff that you think you remember and you really could just be making up just to like kind of please your like mind state.
Yeah,
I guess.
for sure.
Just to think you're right about it. But yeah, man, I don't know.
That's a crazy concept, boy.
I should ask you your top 5, but I'll save it.
Yeah, we can save it. I got mine though. I was prepared for that.
Yeah.
I'm prepared also to save it. I was going to tell you that if you had tried to ask me.
Yeah, I'll wait till 71.
Well, on that note then.
Sayonara.
Adios, man. Black Nerd Planet.
Black Nerd Planet at
Patreon.com. Oh, we're talking over each other.
Yeah, my bad.
Patreon.com/Black Nerd Planet. Black Nerd Planet at Gmail. Black Nerd Planet on the socials and stuff. We need them iTunes reviews, man. I don't know. Just give us some stars. Just give us some comments. Just talk to us. Some feedback.
We like talking sometimes.
I mean,
this is what a podcast. Yeah,
exactly. So, you know, we can talk. We can have a conversation. We can talk back and forth with the community.
Yeah, man, I can appreciate some good constructive criticism from anyone.
For sure.
As long as it's not like you're talking about my mom or something. I don't do that. But on that note,
we out.
Peace.
Hello, no one is available to take your call. Please leave a message after the tone.